Hey guys, it's Melanie. So today I'm going to share my top 5, I love top 5 videos, my top 5 favorite slash most repurchased drugstore products. So I am especially excited to do this video because I do tend to get quite a bit of flack for not featuring more drugstore products on my channel. Now, there are a couple of just personal reasons that I have for that, and I don't know if this is me justifying it, but they are my reasons. So when I decided to go cruelty-free, a lot of the stuff that I used to buy at the drugstore kind of became off limits. As you guys are aware, a lot of the skincare, a lot of the hair care, and certainly a lot of the makeup at the drugstore comes from companies that are not cruelty-free. There's a lot from Olay, from Neutrogena, from L'Oreal, from Revlon, even, you know, the hair care companies that are Clairol, who else? I can't think of the drugstore shampoo company, Garnier, you know, like a lot of those companies are not cruelty-free. And so there's just much more limited, I guess, access for me personally. And I just grew kind of bored with what was available. So that's one reason. Another reason is that honestly, the older I've gotten, the more I have become a fan of quality over quantity. And for me, in some of the products, in some, not all, but some of the products, I prefer just the higher end version to the drugstore version. And I've been very fortunate in that over the years, I've worked very hard to build a successful business that I'm making good money with my floral business. So I have extra money to play with. And if I want to spend it on more expensive products, because that's what I want to do, then that's what I want to do. But that being said, there are hidden gems at the drugstore, and there are certainly things that I will always go back to the drugstore for and repurchase. So those are the things I'm going to share with you guys today. All right. So I'm going to start with actually hair. So I have, well, it's a couple of hair things, and these two hair things are kind of, they're two separate things, but I'm gonna put them together because they're from the same brand. And then the rest is basically makeup. So let's get the hair thing out of the way. All right, Hosk. This hair care line is amazing. I have tried so much stuff from them. One of my husband's favorite products is actually this right here. This is the Hosk Charcoal Cleanse and Clarify Purifying Shampoo. So this is basically a clarifying shampoo, and it's fantastic. Not only does it smell amazing, has kind of a really nice citrus scent, but it does a great job of getting the dirt and just oil and grease and stuff out of his hair every single night. My husband's job is, I don't know, he calls himself a grease monkey. He works on a lot of equipment and stuff. I mean, I don't want to say exactly what it does, but anyway, he is around dirt. Let's just say that. His hair gets pretty gross. By the time he comes home, I'm like, you got to wash that stuff off because you need to do that. But yeah, so this just does the best job ever on cleaning his hair, but doing it in a gentle way. And I love this as a clarifying shampoo every Sunday. I think it's fantastic. Gets all the gunk from all of these styling products that I use out of my hair, gives me a fresh start. And then what I actually like to follow this up with, which is kind of 1B to this, and I don't have one to show you guys, but you've seen it on my channel before, is the Hosk Manoi Coconut Deep Conditioning Treatment. So it comes in a tube. I don't have one to show you guys because I had a friend come over a few days ago and she had never tried the product, and I had a full one in my backup stash, so I just gave it to her. It is amazing, you guys. It is such an amazing, inexpensive deep conditioner, and it makes my hair so soft, and it smells like $1,000,000. So both of those Hosk products I'm going to consider 1 favorite from the drugstore. So if you've never tried them, I'll link everything down below. But if you've never tried them, amazing things for your hair that are super inexpensive, and just anything that you're gonna try from Hosk, you're probably gonna like. It is a great drugstore, cruelty-free hair care line. Love it. All right, let's talk lip products from the drugstore. So I happen to really love, and I've repurchased these multiple times, the Smith's Rosebud Solves. These are not going to be for everybody because these are petroleum based, and I do understand there are some people out there who are like, I would never put anything petroleum based on my lips. I get it. Don't buy these. However, if you don't have a problem with petroleum based products, I think these are fantastic. I have used this particular product since the early 2000s. I remember the first time that I got this, my best friend from college, Kate, she had a Sephora in Nevada where she was from, and this was before Sephora kind of became like a big like national chain. So the stores were very limited, and she went to one and she picked this up for me and gifted it to me, and I fell in love with it. And ever since then, I've been repurchasing this tin. But you can now also get the tubes, obviously. The tubes are nice because you don't have to stick your fingers in here, but I honestly just stick my lips in the tins. I just find these to be really hydrating. During the winter, when it's really warm inside the house because you have the heat blasting, but then you walk outdoors and it's windy and cold and potentially even snowy, just that temperature change, those extremes, really, that is rough on my lips. I think that's rough on everybody's lips and skin and hair and everything. But I find that this just gives me like the nicest protection from the elements going in and out of the house. It's hydrating. This is all that I have on my lips right now is the Rosebud Solve from the tube, and I literally just smeared it on. This is my natural lip color with just this, and I love it. It is the easiest thing, and I have always repurchased these. I do really enjoy the Tropical Ambrosia Balm, which is one of their newer releases. But any of these are amazing. The original, I think, is still the best. But yeah, I've always loved these, and they're super inexpensive. You can find them at Ulta, and I think you can actually buy these at Sephora still too. But I consider these drugstore products because they're really inexpensive, and they're pretty readily available. So I would highly recommend that. Very affordable protection for your lips. Great product. Brows. I struggle with my brows. You guys know that I had microblading done, but I still, even after having the microblading done, I still fill them in every day. And obviously my go-to is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Volumizing Brow Powder in gray. You guys are always asking me what's on my brows. Usually most days it's just this. This is an amazing brow powder. It's not readily available anymore. I think that Tarte might be discontinuing it. I do have 2 backups, and I want to order a couple more. It is the only gray powder that I've ever found that is just the perfect shade of gray. And it works great with the microblading. It's wonderful. But I do also like using a pencil, and I use the pencil mostly underneath for just a little bit of definition. As my microblading is fading, it is kind of getting patchy in those areas. So anyway, the product that I think everyone should try is actually the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I like these in terms of consistency and performance. Basically, I think better than the Anastasia. Sorry, this is a brand new one, so I'm having to open it here, but I just picked this up the other day. But I think these are fantastic. I find the wear to be just as good as the Anastasia. All right, you gotta get out of there. Come on, let's go, little pencil. I don't know, I think it's just as good. I really do. And actually the taupe from the NYX Micro Brow Pencil line is a better match for me. I wish they had a gray. No one really makes gray brow products. That apparently is not a thing. But This taupe is a lot cooler toned, so I can make it work a little bit better. But anyway, let me just give you guys a little swatchy swatch here. It is, and I'm gonna kind of make this a little bit thicker so that hopefully you can see the color. So you can see it's kind of a nice cool toned taupe. But I love everything about this. I love the wear of it. I love the way it applies. I love how thin the pencil is. I love the brush. I think the brush is actually wonderful. It is, it's nice and soft, so it doesn't scrape the liner or, yeah, the brow liner, the brow pencil off as you're kind of brushing through it to diffuse it a little bit. Yeah, these are amazing. And usually at Ulta, you can do like a buy one, get one half off. And because these are on the drugstore side, you can use those $3.50 off coupons. So anyway, I love this. This is a holy grail drugstore product for me. Everyone knows this blush. It's the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is, I believe this is still my original one, but I use this so regularly and I have yet to hit pan on it. It is one of the most beautiful drugstore blushes. I absolutely adore this, and the texture of it and the color of it is fantastic. So there's kind of a heavier swatch of it. It is a peach that has a like satin finish to it. It's just really beautiful. That is actually what I have on my cheeks today, so if you're wondering. This is just the blush that I will always go back to at the drugstore, and I've loved it for a number of years, ever since I picked it up. And I reach for it frequently in my Shop My Stash videos because it just always is easy. Like I can grab this, put it on, and I'm good to go. This is an amazing brush. And then last, so I have two of these Wet n Wild eyeshadow singles. The one that I've gone through, like, I mean, I've probably gone through 10 of these suckers because it's just the perfect, like, base, and I use it every single day, is the Brulee. So you can see I've hit some mad pan on that bad boy. This is probably my most consistently used up makeup product of all time. I've gone through several of these. But I think I've gone through more of this than like anything. And what I like to do is put on my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I do find that of the drugstore eye primers that I've tried, none of them really work because they make my eyes water. The only one that doesn't make my eyes water is this one. There's something that I'm allergic to that is in just a huge range of the different eyeshadow primers, and apparently it's not present in this one. But anyway, so I'll put this on, and then I put this on over top to set that, and then I go in with whatever eyeshadow I'm using, and it just works as the perfect base. Now, as kind of a bonus, I've also actually been through a couple of these Nutty singles as well. Everybody knows Nutty. It's just a really pretty taupe shade. I mean, it's really nothing special. It's just really pretty as like a one shadow type of eyeshadow. I can work this into my crease. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. It's so bright here today. I can just work this into my crease and leave the lid blank, or I can just put it all over my lid and then kind of blend it out a little bit into the crease. It's just the easiest eyeshadow to work with. It's a beautiful kind of taupey, satiny taupe shade. It's beautiful. I love it. So I'm gonna consider these one product here. It's little singles. So those are my like most repurchased, most loved drugstore products. Those are them. They will always be in my collection. They will always be things that I choose to specifically go back to the drugstore for, and products that have really won my heart over, and they're all super affordable. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe let me know down below in the comments what your top 5 drugstore products are. I'm definitely curious. And if you make YouTube videos, I would love for you to make a video. Let me know that you did, and I'll definitely go watch it and see what your picks are. So thanks a lot, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.